Hi, Jordan. My name is Kim. Thank you for coming in. Quick run through. Informed consent. You signed prior to starting this video. Confidentiality statement says anything we talk about will be held between us unless there is a risk to you harming yourself or harming someone else. Yeah. So again, I appreciate you coming in. This is our assessment. This is our intake. This is where I gather information so that I can just find out a little bit about you. And this information will help us identify your strengths, your challenges, so those can be built into your treatment plan. Typically, we use your strengths as a supportive aspect for you. Okay? So, can you provide your full name, please?
Jordan Williams II.
Okay. What is your address?
My address is 244 Somewhere Street.
And an emergency or a regular phone number for you?
1234 124579.
Okay, and do you have an emergency contact name and phone number?
I guess I got my dad, my stepdad.
Okay, and what is his information?
His name is John Green Williams. And his, tell me when you're ready for his number.
I'm ready for his number.
His number is 123 412 1142.
Okay, and your insurance we've already identified is TRICARE. So you provided that information for me earlier. Appreciate that. So let's get into your main reason why you're here. What brought you in today?
I get in trouble pretty often in school. And everybody's telling me that therapy might help me, I guess, just do better. So I'm just here to, I guess, try to make an improvement on my life.
So tell me a little bit about why, like, what's the precipitating event that's causing you to have trouble in school? What's sparking that?
I'm not too sure. I just, it's just the only place that I tend to get like that.
Okay.
I don't really control it. It just happens.
Okay, so what type of things are you going through at home that may be impacting your behavior in school?
Neither of my parents are really supportive. And I get yelled at pretty often. We don't really have any money, so that doesn't help anything while we're struggling. I don't know.
Okay, so it sounds like at home you may not get the support that you need. Do your parents, do they work? Are they typically at home?
Yeah, no, they work like all day, but when they don't work, it's usually a problem for me.
Okay,
what do you? They come home and I gotta deal with them.
So what kind of problem does it pose?
My stepdad is, I'm gonna say, the fussy type, even though he's a little aggressive with it. And my mom can never get over herself. So she's always thinking that everything has to do with her or whatever. And she doesn't make good decisions for anybody else but herself. That doesn't make it too easy for me.
Okay. So it sounds like, again, when you are at school, it's almost like a safe place for you, but it's where a lot of the behaviors show up because of what you're going through at home. So who all lives at home with? First, actually, before we get into that, is there any substance use?
No.
Okay. Are there any addictions such as gambling, pornography, or video gaming?
I I mean, a little bit of the last two, but I'm not gonna say it's an addiction.
So how often are you, or whoever it is in your family, is it you or your, because this is just for you, right? So how often are you watching pornography or engaging in video gaming?
I'm on my game pretty much every day, and pornography every day as well. But just at the end of the day.
At the end of how many hours?
One at most.
For the games?
For the pornography.
What about for games?
Gaming is like 4 hours a day.
Okay, so that's all that is for the addictions, right? Okay, so say it again.
If you want to call them that, I mean,
okay.
I don't think it's too bad right now.
Okay, well, I'm not here to assign labels. That's one thing we definitely don't want to do. It's all in, and we're just collecting data to use later on. So, is there any medical history, like any, like heart problems, or are you generally healthy in general?
My dad has anger issues. And for, I guess, like physical health issues.
Mm-hmm.
Mom's got a bad elbow. And my dad has bad hearing. So, it's assumed that I also have anger issues as well because I get it from my dad.
Okay, how long has your father had these anger issues?
He's always had them. He gets it from his father.
So for how many years would you say? Or like since you were a child?
He's always been mad.
And your mom's physical health, but besides her elbow, would you say that she's typically healthy, or does she have other things going
on? Apart from what I feel to be her narcissism complex, she seems to be doing pretty well, at least for herself.
Was she ever diagnosed by a provider for that?
Mm-hmm. Just something you could tell by hearing it.
Was your father's hearing issues ever diagnosed?
Yes.
Do you know how long ago?
About a year and a half. It's from one of his employers.
Okay. So, any hospitalizations? We already talked about the mental health. Any hospitalizations in your family?
Maybe my grandmother on my mom's side. Apart from that, I can't think of any.
What do you know what she was hospitalized for?
No, that's the only hospitalization I could think of in general.
Okay, but you don't know what she was in the hospital for.
Yeah, nobody closer to me can really afford to go to the hospital anyways. So.
I'm sorry. That's very unfortunate. Hopefully we'll be able to get you some help to resolve that. Let's talk about abuse and trauma. Can you tell me a little bit about if you've ever experienced abuse or trauma in your history, or either experienced or was there when it happened? So when I say experience, happened to you.
I say my dad was pretty hands-on when I was younger.
So when you say hands-on, can you explain to me what that looks like?
He used to hit me, not super frequently, maybe once a week or something if he got home and was very unsatisfied. But apart from that, no other abuse.
Would he hit you with a hand or an item?
With a hand. So he put his hands on me.
Okay. Is there any other instances of abuse?
Other than my mom yelling at me all the time, no.
So when she yelled at you, what kind of things did she yell at you? Or what kind of things did she say to you?
Making her image look bad in public. I mean, it was always after we got home. But she would say I'd always make her look bad in public. She usually tried to get my dad to yell at me as well. For the same reason, things of the sort like that, because she's only really concerned about herself.
That's a lot to deal with, right? The trauma mixed with the financial instability. I know it makes it hard for your living situation. I'm sorry you're going through that. Again, the whole point of this is for me to get some information so we can determine which way you want to proceed with treatment and how to get you some supportive help, right? Whether that's financially, whether that's through maybe your parents may decide to get therapy, but we want to be able to at least help you improve the situation. So is there any legal history?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay. So as far as education, you are still in high school?
Yeah.
What grade?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so 10th grade. Okay. So, who all is living in your home again? I'm sure you've already explained that, but one more time.
My stepdad and my mom, and I guess the dog.
Where were you all? Where was your father born?
He wasn't born in America. He got a visa, or I guess entry into the country with my mom when they got married.
So where was he born? Do you know?
He was born like North Africa.
So what about your mom?
My mom was born in America. She was born in Ohio. Normal.
Okay, and you said as of right now, it's just your mom, your stepdad, and your mother living in a house with you. Have you had any interactions with any agencies other than this contacting us for therapeutic purposes?
I don't think so. I mean, what do you mean by agency?
Maybe like a different counseling service, or maybe it's like a community center that issues like help for whatever condition. So no. Okay. Are there any factors as far as like your community that you believe may be impacting your health or your social support system? So when I'm asking that, what I'm saying is your community. How did your community look?
Well, I mean, obviously home wasn't the greatest. We didn't really have anything to lean on or rely on there. And school isn't really much better. Nobody's really kind to me there. So, except for a few people, I guess, and some teachers who try to be helpful, but they don't really get what I'm going through.
Okay.
So
Okay. Do you have any spiritual beliefs, right? Maybe you believe in a higher power, maybe you, whatever type of spiritual beliefs that you have, or do you have any at all?
I used to, but I think it's simpler not to now.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. And also, your motivation to change. What level? Out of one being none, 10 being a high motivation, how motivated are you to change?
Probably a 6 or like a 7. It's an alright goal, but I think I'll probably need a little more than just changing here.
You said a 6 or a 7?
6 or 7.
Okay. And so that is all of the questions that I have for you. Again, our goal is to collect this information so that we can develop a treatment plan, so that we can identify what strengths you have, so we can include that in the treatment plan. identify the challenges so that we can ensure that we are addressing that so that it won't harm you in improving your situation. Okay, Jordan?
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate you being here.
Thank you. I'm going to take the chair with me.